Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel. And today I thought I'd get back to my pink and black picture. So this is a picture I'm doing in Johanna Basford's World of Wonder, and you may have seen the earlier stages of it. I've only been working on this picture on camera, and yeah, it's been taking a while. I started it in January, so yeah, I need to get a move on. In my dreams, I would like to get this finished today. I doubt if I will. I'm so slow. But yeah, so on that note, I should probably get cracking. So just to run through quickly, obviously this is a limited palette, and we've got, where's my black? There it is. So I've been doing this in Prismas, and just these 6 colours. So this is pink, lavender, pink rose, and processed red, plus obviously white and black. I have a Tombow mono eraser, which I love because it gets into all the little, I should clean that off actually, shouldn't I? It gets into little nooks and crannies for an eraser. And what else? Oh, and I've got my trusty Helix, my pencil sharpener. So I will leave links to everything below if you are interested in what I've been using. But yeah, let's just stop talking. Oh, and this, just an old makeup brush that I use to sweep stuff away. I've already got in the background some chalk pastels as well, if you're wondering. And we went for dark and moody. So let me just start on, I think I'll start on these feathers. And I think what I'm going to do, because it's got another one of these wispy things, so this is where I'm going to use the mono eraser to just clear this out. But hello, yes, how are you all? Hope you're doing well. And if things are not as you would like and life is getting you down, I hope things get better for you soon, basically. So this is our escape, isn't it? Crafts. I have my diamond painting channel as well, and yeah, that's where we escape. We escape from the real world, which is sometimes a bit of a, well, on a hot bright note, it can be a bit of a bore sometimes, but sometimes it can be a lot more stressful. And do you know what? Let me think how I did this. Do you know what? This is the trouble with only working on something on camera. Is I forget each time what I did and how I did it. Well, obviously I've got lots of pink there, and we're going to have a bit of dark pink here again, and nice and bright because we want it to pop out. And did I use that one? What was I using this one? Oh, this one. I didn't use this one much. This is the pink. It's really pale. Mostly I've been using it to blend out with the white. But yeah, just in case I need to, you know what Prismas are like. They're so solid when it comes to the colour down, lay down, because they're so waxy. That mostly I just use the white, but sometimes it just takes out a little bit too much, and I have to put some pink back. Let's just do this. Actually, it looks like my white needs a sharpen. Let's do that. But yeah, I hope if things aren't going well, I hope they get better for you soon. Tomorrow is another day. And yeah, we'll just take our battles one day at a time. Right. So I do have this little piece of paper here. Like I say, this is chalk pastel. I do not seal my pages. I do not ever seal my pages. Oh, see, that's the trouble. I've over sharpened it, and now my Prisma broke. No. Right, let me just get that. I pressed too hard. I am very heavy-handed colorist. So yeah, it's like I always forget. It often happens right at the start of a picture when I remember what Prismas are like to work with. Well, with any pencil. Look, now I've got white on there. It doesn't matter. I'm going to colour over that. Let me just sharpen that again, because look what it's done. It is a bit chonk. So hopefully the next time I pick it up, I won't forget. I'm not going to sharpen it right to the point, just a bit, so it isn't quite so blunt-ended. Right, now that I've started that with a mess, it's just like, if you come here looking for professional techniques, oh yeah, it's not going to happen. I wing everything, and that brings chaos sometimes, as you might imagine. So yes, today is, well, what is it? Oh, it's August the 1st. Yeah, I was going to say it's August, but it's not. It's literally August the 1st. Now, I'm going to do these feathers like this, but I think I might have the pink like coming through an angle, whereas at the bottom I had the pink at the bottom. I think I'm going to have it coming down like this, or should I have it up like that? They do turn up, don't they? There they turn down. Oh, these decisions. Let's give it a go. All right, we'll start with the pink, which is, well, it's processed red. We'll just, and I'm going to leave this black chalk, yeah, black pastel chalk in there because it kind of, I want these pinks to be muddy. I want it to be super bright. This is, the super bright is like the outlines, and we want that to be, oh, I want that. I say we, the royal we. I want it to be, to pop. But I still want the swan to be colourful, even though it's a black swan. So we'll just take it a step at a time. Let's just, well, I'm going to do all the feathers at once, I think. And we'll just see how it goes. They're muddy. It feels weird making colours deliberately muddy. That's what I want. To have things pop out the page, you need to have some contrast. Let me just see if I can get rid of that white Prisma that I'm trashed. And yeah, so in order for these pink and white ones to pop, you need something strong and dark, like black and muddy pink, apparently. Right, so I haven't really even thought about what I'm going to talk about today. Sometimes I make myself a little, it's not a list or a script or anything like that, but sometimes I have like a little post-it note to say, don't forget to, I don't know, like and subscribe. Haha, see what I did there. No, don't forget to, like, if something's happened and I was like, oh yeah, I could talk about that. But today, oh, YOLO, it's Friday. I seem to be, I'm pretty sure I filmed Friday last week as well. Friday, I don't know why. Because Fridays are always typically busy days for me. But I've been feeling a bit wild. I don't know why. I'm just like, yeah, let's just get the camera out. Well, we'll colour on camera. Do you know what, these feathers are a bit bigger. I think it needs to go up more, doesn't it? We want this to be a bit more because they're so long. Otherwise, it is going to be super dark. We'll just make that a bit bigger. The nice thing about Prismas is that they're so waxy that if I don't like something, or if I want more, it's like you can add the colour back because it just goes over the top. But yeah, no, I've just been like a bit sort of, yeah, let's just, I just want that to be a bit uneven. I don't want him to have straight lines. He's a bird, and nature is not perfect with its patterns. Well, I guess sometimes it is. A spider's web would be perfect, wouldn't it? It's like sort of symmetrical. Right, let's do these ones. And but yeah, so I haven't really thought about what I'm going to talk about. I'm just going to wing it. I can't even remember the last time. When did I do it? I think I did it just before I did my finished pages video. So, but that was after my haul, after my last haul, and before my finished pages video. So that would have been sort of about a month ago, I guess. About a month, bit less than a month. So it's quite good. Quite good that I've come back so soon. Because I want this finished for the next time I do a finished pages. And I'm not sure when that will be. Probably early to mid-September. I seem to be doing, well, I say seem to be doing, I've done all 2 finished pages videos since I've been back after my break, but both of them have been like sort of 2 and a bit months apart. So I just do it now when it feels right, when I've got a nice pile, instead of setting myself to this schedule of like, oh, end of the month I've got to do, end of the month I've got to do my finished pages for the month. It just turned into such a burden and such a chore, and I would put pressure on myself. If I hadn't done very many colourings, I'd be like, the last week I'd be like, oh, what can I do? I'll do some knock out some mandalas quickly, like because they're super easy to do, and I can finish it, to pad out pages because I'd only done like 2 other pictures or something like that. It was ridiculous. I became a slave to it. So that's in the past. Do you know what? No, that's not the same. I was wondering if this is the same. No, I don't. I don't think it is. I think these are going to be feathers. That can be a bit bigger as well. We can always knock back the pink if it's too much. Right, now let's do the black at the top. And then what I'll do is I'll take this one and we'll use that to sort of help them meet in the middle. That makes sense. But we want these at this end. Now I must remember not to press too hard. Just a bit worried that's all going to merge. Maybe I'll put in some highlights there when I've finished. If I can even see them. Should be able to see them. Perhaps I should do it now while I remember. I'll do one feather at a time. We'll try. No, let's do it with this pink versus the white. And I'm not doing much. I'm just doing that. And it should give it, like, you can barely see it, but that should make it, when they're all next to each other, be able to know. Don't brush it with my finger. I should be able to see it. And just go over the bit that I mixed it up. I don't even see if you can see it on camera. I'll zoom you in a bit. Does that help? But yeah, I don't know what there's this. I always do this. I always think about and pull about things while I'm working on it. When really, what I need to do is wait until I'm at the end and then see what I need to do, because it might not even be an issue. but I have to. I can't help it. My brain leaps ahead to what I think will be not a problem. This problem is too much bigger word, but about what I want to do. Let me just get these in here. So you can see the highlight there now that I've got black next to it. So we'll just do this one as well. Just knock it back a bit. There we go. Okay, that might be a bit of I kind of have to do it as I go along because I'm losing the key line where I'm going so dark on this black because I'm really giving it some punch. But there, now you can see where I put in the line before with the white, not the white, the pink. But yeah, so what's been happening? Apart from, I should say hello to because I did get, talking of that finished pages video, I did get a lot of new subscribers from that video. So hello, welcome if this is your first time here. Welcome to chaos. Just if you're looking for like really slick presentation, this is not it. I am not a tutorial channel. I'm more like, the person you have come round for a body colour. I'm definitely not teaching you how to do things. Though, like I say, all of this picture has been done on camera in colour chats. So if I think I made a playlist for it if you want to check out the earlier stages. If you are new. And right, let's go do this as I go along. Where was it? Up here. I'm not worried about it being perfect, just so I know where to come back to later as well. Actually, let's do that one as well. I suppose I could do that. Do them all. So it's going to be black. No, I don't need to do that one. Okay, let's go with that. Yeah, so this is symptoms of me. I can't remember what I was saying before I got sidetracked. Except perhaps that I was saying I wasn't very professional, which you probably already gathered by now. But yeah, tutorials isn't really my thing. And I guess really as well, the reason I don't feel that is one, that I'm obviously not that great, but also like there's so many ways to do things, isn't there? And a lot of people convince themselves that there's a right way to do things. And when you're being, doing a bit of creative stuff, I disagree. I do not think there's like, because there's not a single way to do things. And there's like there's your way of doing things. If everybody followed like the rules, the arty rules, you'd probably never get, you know, classical painters like Picasso, who, let's, be honest, some of that stuff is wild. And if somebody said, "Oh yeah, no, you can't do that. That's not art." No, I want this one. I'd be like, "That's not art." And then where would we be? Right, so I just, do I want it like that? Don't know. Let's see. I think we need to see more of it in action, because I want to turn this black grey, but I don't know how big to do the proportions. So what I'm doing is I'm just using this pink to blend the pink and black together, and then I can move my hand away, and we'll see if I like how it's going. I might have to do that row for as well, though, I think, so I can see how the pink sits in amongst the black. Perhaps I should have done. Well, I didn't really need to do that, did I? There was no black there. But that doesn't seem to. I think maybe I need to get a bit closer, don't I? So they're almost touching. Okay, let's go with that. Did I make any plans? No. Let's just go. Let's see what happens. See what works, what doesn't. I think I'll put a bit more black in there though. And if I don't like these highlights, then that's easy to take out. So yeah, it's Friday today. What am I up to? So it's actually lunchtime already. I don't know where the day's going. It feels like, I didn't just get up. It's like I've been up for like 5 hours, and I just like I don't know what I've got. Where did it go? I do work at home, so it's not like I've not been doing anything. No, that might change. That's a story for another day, though. Um, but I just, yeah, it's just the day is whizzing past, and I'm not ready. I've got to go out later to the grocery, to the supermarket, to pick up my weekend food. I do that a lot more now. It used to be back in the day. I used to, or my partner would, because he would take the car. We'd do like a once a week shop, like a big shop, and then we just pick up like little bits like milk or whatever and bread, like during the week. But that would be it. We wouldn't really do anything unless we'd forgotten something. We wouldn't really do any shopping throughout the week. And since I become self-employed, obviously I'm working at home. I made the decision, because not so much because we couldn't still do the weekly shop or anything like that, but because I wasn't even going out to commute when I worked in an office. Like, I was going out and making sure I was, getting a bit of exercise and things like this. And I was like, so I made the decision then that we would stop doing the weekly shop, and then that gave us more time at the weekend. So it was like that was a win from there. And then I would do more shopping during the week, but I would go more often. So I actually go to the supermarket sort of 3 times a week, usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But sometimes there are bonus trips. Like if I want some fresh bread or something, I'll just go out, and I'll go out because I'm doing these. I don't think I've talked about that here. I've talked about it on my diamond painting channel. Which, if you're a diamond painter, the link is in the description where my diamond painting channel is. But they I do these virtual challenges like to encourage me to walk. So yeah, I do go out sort of every day just for a walk for an hour or to the supermarket. Anyway, so as a result, it does mean though I'm a bit it does backfire on me sometimes because if it's raining or something like that, I'm like ordinarily I'd be like, oh no, I don't want to go out. But because I haven't if I haven't got any food in because I've only been buying it for like that day's dinner or something, I'm like, oh no, I've got to go out in the rain because I've got no food. So but it's good because it forces me to go out and it makes sure that I don't, you know, get lazy. So yeah, I've got to go out to get my weekend food. Otherwise, I will have no dinner. Well, so I certainly have no bread. Right, let's just merge all these in. I might take this up here to see. I don't want to, oh, that's not gone very smoothly, has it? Try that a bit more. I'll come over. If the black turns too milky, I will re-blackify it. I'm just using that to blend. Yeah, so hopefully it did rain. It had a little sprinkle this morning. They threatened thunderstorms yesterday. They never turned up. So I'm like, oh, I hope they don't turn up today. Because I do walk, like I say, I'm doing it for exercise and I do my little challenge, my virtual challenge. I'm walking around. Where am I going? Oh, I'm doing Iceland at the moment. It's like 105 miles. So if you're not familiar with what a virtual walk is, like you get like you get an app and it kind of links in with Google Maps, I should say. And yeah, and let's get rid of some of this pencil dust. And so you go out for a walk. I'll go down to my local supermarket and walk a mile or 2 miles or whatever it is. And obviously it's tracking you with your steps and your GPS and all this sort of stuff. And then it overlays the distance you've walked onto a map of Iceland. And then like so you like going around geysers and the hot springs. I went to Reykjavik. That's fun. I have been to Iceland in real life, and it's amazing. It's like if you ever get the chance to go to Iceland, highly recommend it. It's stunning, and you know the way of life there, because obviously it is volcanic, as we know from this last year. But the whole place is built off of the top of a volcano, so you know it's like a way of life. But it's fantastic like that. It's got a mountain range. It's got the east-west divide, you know, the plate, and like you can literally see it because like the earth sort of tilts up, so that there's like this ridge, and it's like brick rock. It's like a rock face. It's absolutely stunning. They have waterfalls that's like gushing into the ground. Oh, incredible place. Absolutely beautiful. And the people are really friendly there as well. I guess because there's not many of them. It's quite a big island. And there isn't that many people there. They all live around the edge, just like, and the middle bit is just like I don't know what it is. I guess farmland, and like the geezers are there. But like you can drive along, and there'll be like steam coming out the side of the road, like on the hillside, like these little sort of vents where it's the same stuff as the geezers. They yeah, it's just releasing the hot all the heat from underneath the earth. Fantastic. Which is why they all have thermal heating there. Right, this just going to bring back a bit more of this brighter pink, and we'll see how this looks. But yeah, that's beautiful. I'd love to go back. Right, well, I hope for all our sakes that I remember to edit that out, because I just had, you know, when you breathe in sometimes and like just for no reason, you sort of you breathe in a tickle, And that's what happened. So I had a big coughing fit. So if I sound a bit husky now, it's because I was just like, I was going for it. I had to go and get a drink. Right, that's just, I've decided though, in that brief pause, that I'm just going to bring this black down more. So this is kind of turning grey where it's with the pink. But yes, made my eyes water. I've decided though that it was too much pink. We do need to pull this black down into there. But whew, I don't know. I don't even know where it came from. I breathed in. It's because I talk. It's like that isn't like YouTuber life. Like when you talk a lot, you don't really think about it. Like when you're just having a conversation with a person. But because it's like obviously I'm not having a conversation with the person, like live, like so I'm not pausing for you to reply to me or anything I'm saying and things like that. So it's just a constant stream of babble, and yeah, so at one point, sometimes your voice it objects. So yeah, hopefully I did edit that out because nobody needs to hear me honking down the mic. What was I talking about? I think I was talking about Iceland, but yeah, don't like Iceland anymore. It made me cough. But yeah, so that's really my only plans for the rest of the day. Apart from this video, I don't know when I'm going to get it. I might try and edit it tonight, and I can get it out for Saturday. I like putting, I think, my more chattier videos on a weekend. Just feels like more of a weekend thing to do, isn't it? Is just sit down and have a chat. I don't know if it is. That's just what it is for me. Because weekday it's more work vibe, and then weekend I'm just like, yeah, I'll just waste time. I'm good at wasting time. Right, let's just go with that, and we'll just get a bit of Right, let's brush off these crumbs, dust, whatever. Right, and we'll just put a bit more pink here just to make this smoother. And I think then I'm happy with it. I just need it to not look so uniform. Like this line looks a bit straight, so I just want to mix it up a bit. Which I might still have to do with this one. That's the trouble. You think about it all being not perfect and everything, but subconsciously, your brain still tries to create lines, I think, or patterns. Give that a go. See if I can just from blending it. So yeah, so that's my Friday because I know how to live the dream. Right, my other half will come home from work. He gets home about 6. He would be home earlier if it wasn't for London traffic. But there you go. It's just the problems with living in the city. And it's like it can take you an hour to travel 5 miles. You'd walk it faster in some times. You know what I mean? It's that bad. Get rid of that. Right, am I happy? I think I am. We can always put a bit more black in afterwards because this looks like it's still picked up a little bit of that pink. But I'm not going to worry about it too much, she says. Right, put it down. Leave that. Let's go back to this. And I can put in the more random elements of it after, at the end, when I've got the full picture of this wing. But yeah, I don't really think once he gets home, he's usually tired as well. The poor thing, he gets up at the arse crack of dawn, so he has long days, especially when you take it. Like I say, you have to sit in the traffic jam. You know, it's the last thing you need. You just want to get home after work, don't you? And just traffic jam says no, no. And then tomorrow, don't really know. I've got some chores to do. Gonna have a little tidy up. We've got an engineer for just some electrical work that's got to come in on Tuesday. They're coming. So you know what it's like. A random stranger is coming into your house. So obviously that means you've got to do like a deep clean. You can't be judged by this complete stranger. But so there's a corner he's got to work in because it's electricals. So I'll be pulling out everything there because he'll probably have to pull it all out. So I'm like, I don't want to pull out like you know a unit and then find there's lots of dust bunnies hiding behind there, big fluffs and whatever. So we're gonna have a little tidy up in the corner, a little bit of deep clean. Nothing too crazy. I'm not that paranoid, but yeah, I was just like, oh yeah, well they're coming. I've got to tidy up because who wants to be judged by a complete stranger who you'll never meet again? Thing is, he's probably seen some things. I wouldn't. That is one of the things I wouldn't really want to do. That kind of job where you're visiting people's homes because it's like there must be some bad ones, wasn't there? Just like really scary homes, hoarder homes, and things like this. It's just like then you've got to get down on your hands and knees and work in some corner in amongst all the boxes and oh yeah. I'm not. I will never be one of these sort of house proud people where people come into your house and they're like, "Oh, this looks amazing." We're not. We're not tidy people, but we are relatively clean at least, right? How's that looking? I think. Oh, I've still got that tickle. If it jumps at all, I'll. It's because I'm editing out my little coughs. I hate it when that happens. You know what it's like though. Once it gets in your throat, it just feels a bit irritated. So yeah, that anyway, that's Saturday. Well, not all of Saturday. It's not that big a job. Saturday morning. Saturday morning is like tends to be our sort of chore job, which I've wrote the other half into. Like we just kind of do it together. That's how I want to do it. Look, I want to do it like where it comes up in the middle. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go back into here, just make it a bit more, and that will make it feel less. Yeah, what I want to do. Not much. Just make it a bit uneven. But yeah, so because if you've been around for a hot minute, you'll know that I've been decluttering. I decluttered my colouring supplies, but obviously I've that's not the only victim of the decluttering. We've been starting to slowly declutter our homes because you know what it's like. Like we're not spring chickens, and you collect stuff throughout your life like memories as well. It's not just like junk though. Like we do junk. We did have 3 kettles. It's just like we had our old kettle, uh, which we didn't throw away because we didn't like the kettle. But just in case the current kettle breaks down, this is a very British thing. We need our tea. If you're worrying, what if you're overseas and you're going, what on earth? Why would you need 3 kettles? We had one kettle that was old, but it wasn't broken. It just got upgraded. It was just a bit old and rackety. So we got a new kettle, and then so we kept the old one for a spare in case the new one ever broke down or something and caught us on the hop. But then we got one of them 1 cups. Do you know what I mean? So it's like a how you have a Keurig and stuff for coffee, but a 1 cup is like basically the same thing for tea. So it'll just you fill up the tank and it'll just like dispense hot water at the correct temperature for a nice cup of tea. And it saves money because it's only heating the water that you need for the cup, not your whole. You're not like not having to do your kettle. But obviously, then we had 2 kettles that I put away, and then somehow I don't know. I don't even know where. Like sometimes the other half he brings home stuff like the business he works for, like they have all, they supply all sorts of equipment. A lot of it is office, no, building equipment. So they're a hire company, so they'll hire out plant hire type things and scaffold and all this sort of thing. But obviously they don't have all their eggs in one basket. So they also have like office stuff for if somebody needs a temporary office and they need temporary furniture and things like that, then they will do all things like that as well. And so sometimes they just give away, these companies that they buy their supplies from will sometimes just throw in extra things that are just like extra random bonus sort of thank you for doing business with us. And sometimes I'm lucky and it comes in the form of chocolate, something like that. But other times it comes in the form of like a kettle. And I'm like, what are you bringing home a kettle for? And no, at the time we didn't have the 1 cup. This is like, oh, well, it was there. And it was just like, it was there. So then we had 3 kettles and a 1 cup. It's just like, oh, we really need to get rid of some of this stuff. Especially as like somebody can make better use of it. So, we recycled the old one that was like on its last legs. Because that wouldn't really be any good for anyone. And then we donated the second one that was okay, but just got replaced by the 1 cup. And so we've still got the 1 cup and we've got the new kettle in its box still waiting in case the 1 cup ever breaks down. These things are important in the UK. You've got to have your tea. Right, I'm just going to put in a little bit there just to give it a little bit of variation. I think now. Now, I don't know. I think that looks quite nice. I think what I will do though, I've got to decide whether I like that or not, and I don't think I do. So I think I'm going to come back with the black and just go over that. Hurrah for prismas. They're so waxy that it's like, yeah, I'll just get rid of that. I think it's okay being solid black. I mean, you can kind of see the key lines through them. And at the end, I think I'll leave that to remind me. But I think at the end I'll get a white gel pen or something and just highlight these tips so it comes out to white, and that'll make them pop a little bit more. But yeah, I think I'm all right with this. Here we go. Yeah, yeah. Because if I get some white in there, that'll just make it. Yeah, I think. Looking ahead, that's the bit I'm going to do. I'll leave that to white accents. Right, what am I going to do now? I think I wanted to do something. I was going to leave them white, but I didn't think that through because there's going to be no background on this. So I think I'm going to make these pink. I do need to, after using all that pencil, all that processed red. Whoop. Sorry if that clunked loud in your ear. I think we'll just. What I'll do is I'll treat these round things like I did the pebbles. So I'm just going to put some pink around the outside. And then blend it out. Well, if I can. Honestly, I'm not sure if it'll work because it's just they're so small anyway. I'm not sure that white was worth it, but okay, we'll go with that. It's fine. That has got a funny white bit. Okay, that will do. So, what am I going to do with his butt? I suppose I should. I guess more than this. It's weird because it's got this pattern here, and then it's got a different pattern at the back. I don't like change. I can't deal with change. It gives me decision paralysis. But I guess the only thing I can do is keep going with this pink and black. But that feels a bit dull. I think I'm going to do, because I also find these little swirly things quite dull to do if I do them for too long. So I think we'll do some swirly. And let me move it up here. I'm going to just move you this way I've got to get down in this corner. I'm going to keep going with pink. And what do yeah, because I don't do these. I need to just check what was I doing here. So this went up, that went black. Why did I do that bit black? I guess I did, but no. Right, so the outer bits I'm keeping completely pink, but the inner bits sometimes I do a bit of black. I'll have to remember I've got to do a bit. No, do you know what? Let's put it in now. Let's put in this black so that I don't forget that that's what I was doing before. So we had black here and a bit of black where it goes underneath. I need to sharpen this again. Oh, that one goes over and that one goes under. Should I do it under? Yeah, let's do it this way. So that has the little bit of black there and a little bit of black there. Hopefully I will remember that. Right, I'm going to sharpen this black before I forget again though. Trouble with prismas, isn't it? Like they go down, the tip blunts down so quickly, especially with me. I am a heavy presser. Right, okay, so I'm going to carry on up here, and then we're going to go up here a bit, and then we'll do, okay, where's the other pink? This pink. Do this. And we'll use the white. So let's do Nobble, Nobble, and I'll do that. Right, the big Nobbles I have to start with blue, dark pink. So let's do that. And then into pink. Pink into black. With a bit of white thrown in the mix. That is the nice thing about a limited palette, isn't it? Like I don't know why I was having decision paralysis about that. I'm using 1, 2, 6 colours. In fact, I'm not even sure I'm using this lavender, I should say. Maybe I've used it a bit in there, but I don't feel like I've really used this. I think I've used this for a bit of blending, but I don't. I think ultimately I've only really used 4 colours for the main picture. Right, so sorry, less talking, more colouring. And I think I'm going to start doing this because otherwise it's going to be really dull. And we'll do a bit here. And what do we have these Nobbles? Right, so these Nobbles, it's not quite symmetrical. It's symmetrical-ish. I'm not bothered. If I miss out and I do a pink on, dark pink one side and light pink the other, I'm not going to cry over it, but let's at least try to get it like looking remotely the same. Okay, down here, past here, and I think I'll have a bit more black up here. Come in, and then get these. Start working this pink here. Where else do I want it? Pink there into the black. I think we'll have, right, what did I do for these? Dark pink. We want these ends to be dark pink as well. That means that one. Maybe not. Maybe these ones. Lighter pink. This is why I get like, no, I'm going to do that with white. I'll just pull this down with a lighter pink. Where else? In here. Pull this in with a lighter pink. And then, where's that white? We'll just use that. No, actually, that is not close enough. That was very optimistic of me. Like white prismas can do amazing things pulling colour, but like not that much. I think maybe I'll just even put a little bit of this dark pink here. Brush off bits, because there are always bits with Prisma. and we'll just blend it out. But yeah, so one day I'll actually finish what I was saying. What was I saying? So this weekend, right, after the Saturday tidy up, no plans for that. Sunday, hopefully I'll have some peace and quiet. My other half tends to meet his friend on a Sunday. Like they have this little ritual. This is the thing that comes with age. Like they have this once a week ritual when they go to the pub and catch up for the week and maybe watch the football if the soccer if there's soccer on in the UK football. But the league is finished, so for the season. But I think there's like friendlies and stuff on. And what else do they do? They just meet up and generally act like old women, just having a gossip. I listen to them sometimes, and they phone each other up. I'm like, oh my god, you sound like an old married couple. These two, just like, and they say women gossips. Oh my days. What are they? Oh, what are you like? I do joke that like I call him, oh, your boyfriend's on the phone because they are just like an old married couple sometimes. Perhaps I should see it as a rival. Right, let's get these pinks up here. But yeah, so Sundays are usually like my reprieve, where I'm not a reprieve, but I get some peace and quiet to myself. Where I don't have to work, I get peace and quiet in the week because obviously he's at work and I am at home. But I am having to do stuff. Whereas Sundays, yeah, I can slack. Just like I think it's going to rain as well on Sunday. I don't know where the summer went. I'm sure it'll be back eventually, but yeah, the heat for us the heat wave is definitely over. I had to shut the windows yesterday. I was like, it's cold. The wind, there was no sun. I think that's what it is. When the sun comes out, it's quite nice, but the trouble is, it's really really overcast. So most of the time, the sun is not to be seen, and and there's a wind, and the wind is definitely a bit fresh. And yeah, so like it's gone kind of chilly. I think I want a bit more pink back in here, just so it's not so insipid. Get some of these bits off. Kind of there. So yeah, that is so. I'm not a very exciting person. I have no life, and I have no excuse for having no life apart from I'm kind of lazy. I've said this before, so apologies if you are a regular here because you hear me say this thing, but I've said it before. If I could be a hermit, I probably would be. Like if I was left to be a hermit, I would be. That would be my natural state. Like the fact that I'm not a hermit is like some significant effort on my part because I'm someone who doesn't need. I don't need that sort of social interaction. I'm quite happy not talking to anybody. Right. Yeah. This is like go out and meet friends. Nah, I think I'll just stay home. I am just fine where I am, thank you. Right. Let's just blend that out a bit more. Smooth it down. Just a bit up here. A bit white. All right, I think that's some swirly done. Oh, it's just it feels like I think because it is on camera, and obviously I look at the time and think, oh no, I've been like an hour or whatever. That is why it takes so long. I could just sit down and sort of blast through it. I probably would. And I could if I really wanted to, but I feel like I've committed now. I'm committed to doing it on camera. I've started, so I'll finish, as Mastermind would say. And it feels like a project. This is the project that I came back to. This project is the reason I came back to my channel. I mean, I'd been thinking about it for a while. Like I say, it's a pink and black, so it was actually for it, or is actually for an event that took place in January called the Pink and Black event, which was a diamond painting event. And yeah, it's just like it kind of reignited. I kind of wanted to get back to colouring, but I wasn't. Everything was like, oh, maybe I'll do it next time, and this sort of thing. This was the one that actually got me back to actually doing it, as opposed to just saying I'm going to do it. Because there's a lot of things I say I'm going to do, and I never do, or I do get in there in the end. And sometimes it takes me a while. I'm a big procrastinator. Look at me using big words. But yeah, so I'll talk about doing something a lot more often than I actually do something. Let's just pull this up. But I would like to, like I say, I think that's what I started off saying. I'd like to get this done before my next finished pages. So that means I've got like, well, it's been about, it's already been 2 or 3 weeks since my last one, since I did my finished pages. So I need to get a clip on because September will be here before we know it, which is a bit depressing. But where does the time go sometimes? Honestly. But yeah, so if I'm going to do it on camera, then that means I've done this one, so that's quite good. And then I've got a month to fit in perhaps the final part. I don't mind if I only do the highlights off camera, because that's a fairly straightforward thing, and I can show a picture on. Oh, that was it. I was going to come back. I don't know. It's Instagram still a thing, because used to be on Instagram, and it kind of wasn't my jam, or it didn't come very naturally to me. So I look at Instagram on desktop on my computer, but you can't upload the photos, and it was that bit that was catching me out. I'm fine if I'm just sitting there reading stuff and looking at pictures, but when it comes to uploading, it's like, oh, I've got to get my phone, and I'll take a picture, and then I've got to launch Instagram. And that taking that picture seemed to be the effort that was beyond me. I don't know why, but it was. And so I kind of just disappeared. When I took my channel break, I did leave. I just abandoned. I unloaded it from my phone. It came straight off, which I felt really bad about, because the other week when I was doing my declutter, and somebody sent me a message via Instagram, so I had to find my password and everything. I was just, because I didn't know, I couldn't remember what it was. But again, just on desktop on my computer, so that I could respond to the message. And I found all these messages on there from people saying, "Are you all right?" Because I'd disappeared before. So wow, talk about guilt trip. Just like, and I was like, "Oh, there's no point answering now. It's 2 years later." It's just like, sometimes the moment is gone, so the messages sit there just taunting me guiltily. I don't know. I think I'm better now. I feel I have a healthier attitude to the channel. I just got burned out and a bit overwhelmed, and it was just like, when something starts to feel like a chore, then it's not long before you know you start to lose your way. When it's a hobby, if it's work, you just find a new job. But when it's a hobby, you're just like, it's kind of, you don't want to let it go, but then so you kind of persevere with it longer than you should. Whereas in reality, you just say, you know what, just take a break. It's fine. You'll be back. Don't wait until you've reached critical mass. Anyway, waited until I reached critical mass, and I was just like, right, no, I'm done. I can't even look. I can't. So I didn't. Anyway, long story short, is I've been catching myself because I'd looked at it on and logged in on my computer, logged into Instagram, and I've been looking at it like when I didn't have to. No, let's do that with black. You know, before when I was sending messages and things like that to people for the whatever's the stuffs, um, that was because I had to. But I found myself browsing it like through choice, and I was like, oh, maybe I should because it's still not on my phone. I'm like, maybe I should reinstall it on my phone and start posting pictures. I don't know. Like I say, I do feel like I got a better attitude to my channel than I had last time, where it become a bit I over fixated. I think is what it came down to. Just like everything, I just overthunk everything, like stats and schedules and all this sort of thing, and like it just became all consuming, which is not very healthy. I don't know why I'm going up here. Well, I can move the book down. It's not a very healthy attitude to have. Not if you want to last the distance. And so I think I might reinstall Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, I'm not going to be. I'm not. I don't think I'm ever going to be one of these people. It's just like every day I'm posting pictures. I mean, I'm too slow for a start. Just like, but if you're all right for like maybe once every couple of weeks, there might be a picture posted there. Then come check me out. I do have the same name. It's Pebblez. I actually took Instagram out of my YouTube profile when somebody sent. Oh, I did that wrong. I didn't mean to do that. I get away with this. Do this. Don't worry about the white line. I'm gonna re-put that because that's chalk pastel. I will reapply the chalk pastel with a cotton bud. But yeah, when I was destashing my colouring book, somebody just replied to a comment saying, "Oh, I sent you a message on Instagram." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I got Instagram in my profile." So I took it out at the time just to make sure nobody, because I didn't check it. It wasn't a place that I looked or hung out or checked or anything. So I was like, "Oh, I better take that off." But now I'll put it back. I'll put it in the description. Come check me out on Instagram. And if I get a bunch of new followers, then I know it's worthwhile to start posting pictures. And if if I get no followers, then I probably won't bother because what's the point if no one's going to look? If the people who subscribe to me don't even look, like nobody, the strangers aren't gonna. Right. So I think I've actually done like the whole circle now. Let me zoom you out a bit. Yeah. So now I've done the whole circle, and I think to be honest, I think I'm done for the day. Let me just make that a bit more pink. But yeah, I think I'm quite happy with that. We got his most of his butt done, and we finished this circle. And yeah, I think I'll definitely get it finished next time because I've only got these feathers, and then I've got these swirly bits done to do, and then I'll just go in and touch up these because there's a couple of places where I've erased the chalk pastel, and we'll do it with a cotton bud. What do you call them? They're not called cotton buds in the States. We call them cotton buds. You know, these, what are these things? I do know the name, but it escapes me. But yeah, I'll be using one of them, and you just go in with a bit of chalk pastel and do. I used the Mungyos for these, but yeah, I'll fix it. There's nothing that can't be fixed. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate a thumbs up on the way out the door before you leave, and see you all again soon. Bye for now. Bye.